Hey, what's up guys? I am in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and I have a trade I think you're going to be interested in. Stay tuned. So there's a bunch of stocks. There's Carnival, there's Royal Caribbean, there's American Airlines, there's Delta, there's United, there's JetBlue. There's all these stocks and travel, transportation, cruises that have been hard hit by the pandemic. And for a while, I haven't even thought about buying that because, I was more interested in Amazon. I was more interested in other companies that were benefiting in some way from everything that was going on. But I'm starting to believe that I think the worst may be behind the airline stocks and, the stocks that operate in the transportation space. And this is why. Last week, Moderna came out with some news saying that they got FDA approval to start phase 2 trials of a vaccine for the coronavirus. And they also said that they expect to begin phase 3 trials in early summer. So that's, the beginning of June or the beginning of July. And Moderna is not the only company that's working hard to get a vaccine. J&J is making good progress towards a vaccine. You've got Pfizer that's also working hard on a vaccine. So there's all these companies that are working on a vaccine, and if you start to analyze their clinical trials, you start to believe that we might have a vaccine for August or September. When it comes to clinical trials, there's only 3 phases, or when it comes to getting approval for a vaccine, there's only 3 phases, right? For clinical trials, there's phase 1 where the vaccine has to be shown to be safe. So if you get the vaccine, you're not gonna get sick from it. So that's phase 1. Phase 2, I believe there's a safety component. Then they also start to analyze effectiveness. And then phase 3, right? I don't know what they do in phase 3, but there's only those 3 phases. So if Moderna is saying that they'll begin clinical trials in the early summer, then I'm thinking, hey, so if it's gonna take you about a month to go, or 2 months to go from phase 2 to phase 3, then when you're in phase 3, it's going to take another 2 months. So if phase 3 starts in July, then I'm thinking, okay, that's probably end of August or September when you know that, hey, there's a vaccine here, right, that the FDA is likely going to approve. And so if that's the case, I think that bodes really well for the airline, for the cruises, for hotels, resorts, for all those businesses. And also if you look at Carnival. So Carnival, I was doing some research the other day and I saw that they're slated to begin operations or resume cruising in August. So I think Carnival, with the amount of access and professionals that they have, I think that they're also starting to sniff this out. And so that's the reason I'm starting to kind of believe that the worst may be behind the airlines and these other sectors that have been hard hit by the virus. Of course, there may be some additional downside. I was looking at American Airlines the other day, and the stock is still, at lows, right? So they may fall further, but I think that I would believe that the downside might be limited in American Airlines and these other stocks. So I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously optimistic, that these stocks might start to see some better days. Actually, on Friday, I bought some American Airlines January 2021 calls. I put they were trading for about 40 cents, the 30 strike. I bought one, and I said, hey, if I'm right and things start to get better, this American Airlines should see some nice upside. So that's how I decided to play it. I'm playing it small. If you decide to play along, I would say play small, just because there is still a lot of risk, even after we get a vaccine. So play small. Super important. Anyways, guys, what do you think? You think I'm onto something? You think I'm nuts? You think it's a nice day here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn? It is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I'll talk to you guys next time.